Hello! Today I'm going to be leading you through a Pilates-based bar workout. So you'll need 2 gliders, weights, and a mat. Grab some water too, because this one's tough. Here we go. Okay, let's get our setup together, you guys. My mat is off to the side. You need both weights and 1 glider. We're going to start with ballet lunges. Glider goes under your right foot. You extend it back behind you with long arms and pull yourself back up to standing. I'm using 3-pound weights right here, but you can also use wrist weights, really light weights, or just do it without any. You'll still feel the resistance in your arms. Keep doing your lunges here. You should be really feeling your standing left leg. Now let's advance this. Hold your lunge position, arms come in, you go down 2 inches and up 2 inches inside of your lunge position. So essentially we're creating a smaller range of motion to focus more on your standing left side. These are going to feel really spicy, so take a break if you need to. You're almost finished here. And let's set up for curtsies. Same leg, same glider, arms out. My right leg crosses behind my left, and then I extend back to the original position. I'm softening both knees with an emphasis of the left knee tracking over the toe. If you've got any pain or discomfort in the knees or hips here, make your range of motion much smaller. We're almost finished. On this next one, let's hold our curtsy back. Can you lift and lower your arms from 1st to 5th? And now we lift and lower the legs, engaging your inner thighs. You should be feeling the left leg still and maybe even the left hip. Notice I'm keeping my glider still as I'm bending and straightening the legs just 2 inches up and down. Get ready to add some upper body. Arms out, I bend over towards my left leg and then I come back to standing. So my opposite right arm gives me a nice side bend mermaid position. Really reach over in that dancer port de bras. Now let's advance. We stretch on the top side of the movement too. My left arm comes over as I stretch to the right. So we're side bending with our curtsy legs here. There's a lot going on, but we only have a few. Finished. Let's prepare for side splits. Glider under right foot in first position, legs and arms. With long legs, I open to a star split position and close back in. It's really tough. Draw your inner thighs together as you hug your arms back in from your belly and chest. So I'm pushing my feet down and really limiting my range of motion here. You should be feeling your inner and outer thighs, zipping up between the legs. We're going down to the mat. I'm gonna keep it folded up, and then I'm gonna take both gliders underneath my feet. So we've got some planks coming up right here as a little interval. Hands under shoulders, gliders under both feet. When you're ready, extend both legs out long. Here we go in your plank position. If you need to modify, if the gliders feel like too much for your body, put both feet on top of one glider. It'll be a little bit more supportive. Gliding burpees, knees come in, we reach our arms up, and we reverse. Hands go down under shoulders, legs go long. Take these at whatever tempo serves you, but really stretch at the top. We're trying to change levels in our bodies and really get warm here. Last one here, we get to hold the plank position down for knee stretches. We do the same thing, your knees bend in and out from your belly as if you're dragging your legs through the mud. Take a break, get some water, because you deserve it. Those planks are full body and really, really tough. We take glider mountain climbers now. So this time only one knee bends into the chest, stabilizing your pelvis and your shoulders, dragging your leg in from your belly. Tempo is up to you, but do your best to find the control of the exercise. Take a break if you need it, get some water. Woo! And we've got the other leg standing back up with your weights for gliding lunges. Glider underneath your left foot, and when you're ready, you'll reach your arms forward and send the leg behind you. On this side, we're working our right leg. So make sure you're pushing down through your right heel and tracking your right knee directly over your right toes. Let's minimize our range of motion. Arms come in, we push back, and then we pull up, pressing down on the glider behind you and squeezing your inner thighs. You're almost there, you can do it. And let's set up for curtsies. Glider goes out to the side under same left foot. You take the left leg back behind, crossing the inner thighs and softening the knees. Remember, it's your own range of motion. By this point, you should be getting really warm and your whole body should be burning. These are not easy exercises, especially if you're using weights. Hold this one here. We bring our arms up. You pull up and down through the inner thighs for a really small curtsy position. Your glider stays still and you're working the lower and lift. Try to stay in it and not be a cheater like me, but I know you can do it. So when you're ready, get back into that curtsy. Get ready to hold. We add our side bend, stretching towards the right side, coming to standing out. Repeat. Opposite arm lengthens towards standing leg. Keep going here. We're trying to open our sides, find stability through the hips, and find some mobilization through the spine. Alrighty, we'll set up for side splits. If you're doing this right, you should be dying right now. This is a really tough workout, you guys. Remember, we've got long arms and long legs. You're pushing down through the gliders. You're trying to zip your inner thighs to come back up. It's not about the range of motion. You want to be able to control this from your powerhouse connection. You can do it. Here we go, one more round of planks. 2 gliders on your mat. When you're ready, we're coming down to your mat in a plank position. Gliders under both feet. Make sure your elbows are aligned under your shoulders this time. We're just holding here, and then you bring it home. Okay, when you're ready, elbows down, legs go out. We open and close the legs together, zipping the inner thighs and squeezing the heels in tight. I want you to feel your inner thighs, your pelvic stability, and it's really the same exercise we did standing. We've got one more plank exercise, y'all, and it's a forearm pike. So when you're ready, place your elbows down on the mat right under your shoulders and send your legs out to a plank position. Legs go out long. These are pretty hard. I want you to think about lifting your hips up on a string and folding your thighs into your chest. It's okay to softly bend the backs of your knees. It's not about the flexibility. It's about your range. Can you lift your lower body into your upper body with control and spinal articulation? And that's the end of your standing series. Great work. Let's lay down on your mat for bridging. I folded my mat a little bit, but really you just need your feet on the gliders. We lift and lower using your weights. pushing into the gliders without letting them move. Let's add on this next time. We hold it at the top. I extend my right leg out and in without moving the hips. If you can advance, can your opposite left elbow bend in your chest press? So we're working the opposition of your body. You really got to put your brain into it. You're going to feel your obliques, your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. Get ready to switch to the other side. So make sure your hips are nice and even. You find that hip extension through the glider to bend and stretch arm and opposite leg. Draw your knees into your chest and stretch your lower back here. We're about to get into some abdominals. I curl up into a tight ball, reaching my fingertips past my hips. I arc my arms up to high fifth and then back to low fifth. If that feels good for you and you're able to keep your spine still, add the stretch of your legs as the arms go up. This is going to be really hard with weights, so you can modify by putting your weights down or resting your head. But remember, your spine does not move. It's an action of the belly. Get ready to take a rest as we move on to more rotation and obliques. So your legs will go long on the mat. Extend your right ankle over your left. Perfect. When you're ready, we curl up, push the arms down, drag the knee in, and reverse lower down, sinking your abs down into the mat underneath you. On this last one, we curl up. You keep the upper body lifted, just bend and stretch the leg. Looking for pelvic stability, don't let your hips move around. It's from your belly. Breathing deep. Hands behind head, add a twist towards the knee. Stay lifted to come back to center. Now your legs stay still and it's just a twist squeeze of your torso. We're down to switch the ankles and we start over on the other side. You should be feeling the burn in your belly. Curl up, arms down, knee in. When you're ready to advance, we stay lifted on this next one and you stretch your leg out and in from your stomach. Don't even let your arms or shoulders wiggle. Add your rotation here. Can you emphasize your hips staying down on the mat and work the twist from your ribs and waist? Exhale every time you twist. Okay, corkscrew, weights to the side, arms out, palms down, legs go over to one side. You use your obliques to lift your legs back up. Now I know all of us are channeling our inner ballerina, so really stretch your legs long behind the backs of your knees. And do your best to keep your heels directly over your hips. We're not using our full hamstring flexibility right here. Advancement. Make your legs go a little further over without moving your shoulders. Add a circle to the exercise. We lower down, you circle back to the other side, and you come up, reversing each time. Get ready to pull your knees into your chest and rock up. We've got Mermaid. I come to seated facing forward in a Z-sit position. So pick one leg to come forward and one back. One glider on the hardwood floor. As you lengthen your spine out to a mermaid, you push down through the bottom arm to come back up using your lat. Notice how my legs are trying to press down and stay still on the mat. If this bothers your knees or hips, take your legs out in front of your body straight. Hold it over. On this next one, you'll place both hands down on the glider for rotated mermaid. It's a big spine stretch. Push through both hands and try to extend your spine longer. Swing your legs around to the other side. I'm going to move my mat and we'll get started. Remember, the opposite leg is in front in this Z-sit. Push your hand down to glide over without moving your hips off of the mat. Rotated mermaid, both hands flat on the glider. Head hangs, scoop belly up to ceiling. Try to stretch your spine even longer. Use your abdominals when you're ready to pull your glider back up. Let's set up for Swan. So onto your tummy with your hands on your gliders and your arms long. You can fully extend your mat if that's more comfy for you. It's kind of awkward with your mat folded up, but I just didn't feel like it. Make sure your nose and your head are still on your mat though. Your legs are long. When you're ready, we push down through the arms to lift and open your chest forward into spinal extension. And then you lower back down. Really try to draw the belly up and roll the shoulders back. On this next one, can we advance at the top of your swan? Push arms open, close arms, ribs stay still, lower, down, and repeat. When you're ready, lower back down and rest your back. Good job. Push yourself up, and we're coming to a downward dog position. So we're still working that spine, but now we're opening the backs of the legs and the calves for a little bit of prancing, just a little stretch to finish. Lift and lower one leg at a time if that feels good for you. You've got a nice penché arabesque stretch right here, trying to open both hamstrings and hips. And then you switch. Walk your feet forward and roll your body up because you are finished. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I'll see you later on the mat.